money that I'm bragging about. When people see me with the jewels, it's not that. It's
manifestation.
It's for these little niggas to see. You just seen me in cuffs, shot up in a wheelchair with my head wrapped up. And you see me less than a fucking year later, bailing through this motherfucking jewel down like Saka Zulu. Banging on niggas. I got this whole shit shook up.
Checking Tupac, I see you in a room with your Victoria's Secret see-through. I thought you knew.
So, I was out there in LA with QD3 and Quincy Jones. I was signed to Quincy Jones label, you know what I'm saying, Quest and Warner Brothers, you know what I'm sizzling, in 97. After Pac died, we were already talking before that. I met Pac in 93. You know what I'm saying? I met Pac with his brother Mo Preem in 93. Me and Pac was dating the same chick in 93 in LA. Some chick named Teresa. I don't want to give you her last name, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, you and Pac were dating the same chick?
Yeah, he was calling my apartment in LA for her. You know what I'm saying? It's a long story, dude. You know what I'm saying? But she would come to my house after kicking it with him, crying like, Pac embarrassed me at Venice Beach. I was with him and he was with his boys and he introduced me like, hey, yo, this is Teresa. This bitch got some good pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's Pac though, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was doing work with QD3, and that's how me and Pac met again. Well, we met in 93 in LA at a place called the Shiznit. There was a comedy store and a fucking club afterwards, you know what I'm saying? It's like a comedy place. And that's where I met Teresa with him that night, you know what I'm sizzling, and we exchanged numbers, but I ain't talking about that. But I did the song with him that we had been planning to do for a long time. He got killed, and I hadn't done the song yet, but we had the beat. And QD3 was talking to me about it. So he called me like 2 weeks after Pac got killed and said, hey man, I know we've been talking about, me, you and Pac been talking about doing this song. You still want to do it? And I honor him. I said, fuck yeah, send it to me, dude. And I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Thugs Get Lonely too. It's on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And I sound so young when you hear me. I sound, been in the streets all day, road dogging it. You know what I'm saying? I sound like a chipmunk and shit.
I know they
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab. I'm in the building, and this is Makaveli Media. It's been a long time no hear from, so first and foremost, Happy New Year's. How you living? How you been? How you doing? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's good to be back in the building. I'm your homie Gab, and this is Makaveli Media. First video of 2023. Now, back in 2010, I signed a record contract with RBC Records. That's right, your homie Gab flew all the way from Baltimore City out to the West Coast, out to Killer Cali, signed a record contract with RBC Records, right? Follow me. Brian, I had to sign me. You know, I was excited. We got it done. 2-year deal. First and only major record contract I signed. But the first day I got there, they gave me a box of N9NE CDs. N9NE is dope. I never met the brother, but the record label loved them. They gave me a box of N9NE CDs like, yo, check N9NE out. N9NE had his own music imprint, strange music out there. The brother's still rocking, still going strong. Much respect, salute N9NE. KCMO, right? Well, anyway, this video here I got today is about Thugs Get Lonely Too. You know the song Tupac sampled Prince? It's a version of this song that actually features N9NE on it. And N9NE gave the backstory on how and why he was featured on this particular song. You know, he goes into how he first met Tupac back in, I think he said 1993, at a nightclub out in California. And, you know, they exchanged phone numbers and were supposed to do some work together. And, you know, they ran back into each other years later, and they was about to work together when he signed with QD3, Quincy Jones' son, and they picked out the beat, and unfortunately Tupac got murdered. And years later, him and QD3 decided to finish the song and add Tech N9ne's verse to it. But in the midst of that story, he told kind of complicated story in the midst of all of that I just mentioned. He said that him and Tupac dated the same female, and Tupac used to call his apartment the get with the girl. I know I sound like Bill Cosby just now. And to get with the girl. That's kind of wild. I'm like, wait, he said it was complicated. That's what he said in his own words. It's a long story, you know. He also said he met this particular female the same night that he met Tupac. I'm like, okay, so he meet the girl the same night he meet Pac. And somehow Tupac winds up calling the girl, I guess, getting up with her from his apartment, meaning that him and the girl was living together, or she was at least staying with him at some point in time. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, if Tech N9ne cool with it, maybe he ain't care. If Tech N9ne cool with it, then, you know, who the hell are we to judge, right? Maybe just a little shorty he was kicking it with. But if you listen to that verse on Thugs Get Lonely Too, it tells a different, more honest assessment of that situation. You know, he's talking about this female, the things he do to her, and this, that, and the third in the verse. And then at the end of the verse, he said, I look at Tupac and see you in our bedroom in your Victoria's Secret see-through. I thought you knew. Thugs get lonely too.
Checking Tupac, I see you in that room with your Victoria's Secret see-through. I thought you knew. Get lonely too.
And I'm like, wow. Tech wasn't as cool with that shit as he let on to be. Let's break that down again. When I look at Tupac, I see you in our bedroom in your Victoria's Secret see-through. I thought you knew. Thugs get lonely too. Translation. I can't even see Tupac without seeing what you and Tupac was doing. That sounds like an individual that was a little banged up about what was happening. Don't sound like Tech was necessarily cool with it, according to this song. Now, did that mean that he actually walked in on Pac and this particular young lady, you know, having relations in his bedroom? Was she wearing her Victoria's Secret see-through? I mean, was it in his head or did he visually see that? Like, what if he thought they was cool and then he walked in and saying that? Like, oh yeah, you know, Pac calling the house. Oh, Pac calling for you, babe. Give her the phone. You know, that's just the homie Pac. Then he walked in and saying that. I'm like, yeah, that would definitely fuck him up. No doubt about it. Now, I know in the interview he said it was a situation where she would go out with Tupac and she would come home crying. Oh, Tupac embarrassed me. He said I had the bomb. He embarrassed me in front of his friends. And he would say, oh, babe, that's just Pac being Pac. Dudes is different, man. Dudes is cut different. They act different. Different shit, but other different guys. I get it. But the girl come home crying to him about what Tupac do. Or about what Tupac done. And the key word was, babe. That's just Pac being Pac. Now, this is all subjective, man. And this ain't no knock on Tech-9, not at all. He told the story. If he don't mention it, I don't even know it exists. But we like to break shit down. Like to really take a look at shit. That's wild. Now, you know, at the time, I'm sure when Tupac met this young lady, or should I say the time Tech-9 met this young lady, I'm sure Tupac was the bigger star. I'm sure Tech-9 was up and coming. And, you know, hey, big bank take little bank. I guess, you know, Tech was something more secure. And, you know, Pac was something a little bit more flashy at the time. And I guess she feel like she could have it both ways. And if Tech ain't care, Pac ain't care, and if she ain't care, what the fuck can I say? I'm just saying, dude, you threw that in there in the midst of talking about the song. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Shit is wild. I don't know, y'all. Tell me what you think. Was Tech cool with the situation? It was nothing. Was he a play about it? Or inside, was it burning him up? Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to sub to the channel because this is Makaveli Media. Give your homie Gab a big thumbs up. Welcome back. Let's get to work. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.